Hello. Can you hear me? Seems like you can hear me, but I don't know for sure until someone says something. How's it going? Yes, you can. Wonderful. Wonderful. How's it going? I'm doing pretty good. I saw Spider-Man yesterday, and I had a great time. It was awesome. I'm looking forward to drawing some Street Fighter stuff. Now, I've got some music on right now, but for when it comes to actually drawing the Street Fighter stuff, I am going to turn the music off because I want to try editing this into a shorter video for the YouTube channel. So we're gonna try that out. So when I turn the music off, if you want to play your own music, you're allowed. Maybe I won't end up liking the stream and I won't edit it into a video, but I do want to try. What's up, Disc? Thank you so much for censoring your freaking way. I'm streaming. It happened. It's real. Guy who drew all the Street Fighter characters coming back to draw them again. Put some stuff down on the canvas. I'm sure I've drawn shapes like this at the start of every stream, but I always feel the need to slightly explain myself. Alright, today the plan is... What is the plan? The plan? I gotta pull the wheel up. I made another wheel, obviously. If I have an excuse to draw from a wheel, I'm gonna draw from a wheel. It's a dedicated Street Fighter wheel. You know it. Because today, I want to draw a bunch of Street Fighter characters from memory. Drawing characters from memory is something that I am very interested in. I think it's fun art content. And if you're familiar with me, most likely you're probably familiar with me drawing every Street Fighter character at one time. If you're not familiar with that, it's probably just because you clicked on this stream randomly. That's my claim to fame, I'd say. My other claim to fame? Wheels. Spinning them, drawing characters on them, putting all the pie pieces together by hand. Oh wait, I kept the music on. Whoops. I got a wheel. Ah. You need to draw every single... I could draw every wheel from memory. That could happen. And again, if you weren't here a second ago, no music this stream. It's also in the comments because I'm going to try to edit this video or this VOD into a video. So it's easier for me if there's no music. But without further ado, I'll just spin it. I've drawn almost every character on this wheel. Yasmin, Arjun, Bosch and Tifa were not Street Fighter characters when I did this before. Ryu's here. Evil Ryu, specifically. Oh my goodness. Okay, Evil Ryu. Evil Ryu is a different slot than Kage. I mean, he's just Ryu, but evil. He's got a thing in him. He's got like a thing in his chest. I think he's like breaking open. Which Evil Ryu gonna draw? I feel like a lot of these might kind of be a combination of versions. I mean, I could make it easier on myself and just do like Street Fighter Alpha 2 Evil Ryu, where he's just a slightly different color. But I'll try to conjure up something that feels like Evil Ryu in my head. Yeah, it won't be a purposeful combination of everything. It just is probably how it's going to end up. Okay. All right, I like to start with squares for shapes anytime I'm drawing like more muscular dudes. So I think it's a more sturdy shape than a circle. So right now, this is not anything Evil Ryu specific yet. But it's just getting a shape in there. Because I know Evil Ryu, I mean, he's a buff dude. So I can, if I make a buff dude happen, I can probably make Evil Ryu on top of it. That's my hope. I probably should do something simpler than all this. This is immediately probably a bit more than I need to do posing wise for a drawing from memory stream. I think after I finish whatever I'm drawing, I'll pull up a picture of what they really look like, and then you guys can help me out rating it 1 through 10 on how good of a job I did at remembering. Okay, this is too much. Yo, what up, Sean? Okay, we can't, I can't pose these characters and try to remember what they look like at the same time. So that's not the goal. That's not what we're trying to do. All right, simpler. Trying to do a more complicated pose than I did when I was doing the drawing every Street Fighter challenge. And those I did actually use reference for. Some characters, even though I've technically drawn them all before, I am afraid of them coming up for this because I don't really remember what Lee looks like. I don't really remember what Geki looks like. But I think Evil Ryu's is doable. Yeah, Evil Ryu's first. Again, no music right now if you want to play your own. So that I can make a video out of this potentially. And also in video form, I'll probably put like a thing up in the corner that says I'm drawing Evil Ryu right now. That'd probably be nice. I put it in the description. I've mentioned it like 4 times already. but for some reason, it really sounds like in my head. If people come in here and don't hear music, they're gonna get angry for some reason. What if wait a second, I have technology. Add text, add a text source. Text evil Ryu. Color of text. Boom. Oh man. Eh. Oh my god. Did I just mess up everything? Did this move? Did anything move? Evil Ryu. Look at that. Is that not stunning? Am I not the greatest streamer in the world? Make it red like evil? Fine, I'll make it red like it's evil. I'll make it red. Ideally, it's not so evil that it scares anybody. But it is evil. Okay, so this is a mannequin right now. And eventually I'm gonna have to actually add in the details of what this character looks like. So what do I know about Evil Ryu? I know that he's got scary eyes. I know that his hair is red. I know that you can see his chest. And I think he's like breaking apart. I think he's got like a hole or cracks, and you can see the Satsui no Hado inside of that. But first, male anatomy. One thing I've chosen to do is also not have reference just for poses or anything, so I'm kind of blind in this right now. But hopefully we get something close to just like a fairly normal looking fighting game man. I was gonna say a normal looking dude, but I don't think Ryu nor Evil Ryu have the body of a normal dude by any stretch. This guy's probably way too wide. I guess Ryu is wide as hell nowadays, isn't he? YouTube emotes really are something. They're tough. They are a little tough. If it wasn't for how much I prefer the VOD system on YouTube, I probably would prefer going to Twitch. And maybe I'll try that eventually, but Why am I going this hard on drawing this body right now? All right, I've done way too much, so we're not going to do the full body. We're doing a thigh up shot. I've done significantly more than I ever should have. I have no starting point. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Okay, Evil Ryu. I think we've got. All right. Well, I know he's Ryu, so I know we've got like a karate belt. I know he's got billowy pants, so I can make them, sort of billow. That's them billowing. It's a thigh up shot, but I mean, look at the billow. Look at all the room he has there. A lot of room to breathe. Okay, and then I want to say that he's got his like gi, because Ryu's gi would be sort of like this kind of angle. I want to say Evil Ryu. He's got like, he's only got it on one shoulder. Going this sort of energy, and it's all torn up. Ryu's is torn up too, but I'll cover up my nice little serratus detail there, but such is life. Okay, and then I think, as I was saying, I feel like he's got a big hole in his chest. Maybe this is the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite has a Evil Ryu costume that has the big hole in his chest. I know that for sure. And I think it like cracks all over his body. Oh my god, how do I do that? We're gonna hold the off on that for now. We go to his face. Ryu's face. His eyes are just like glowing circles. And he's mad. He's obviously angry. I assume he's still got those big ass Ryu eyebrows. What does his nose look like? Probably not that important. Okay. I think we're immediately getting into an extremely different vibe than we started with. I want to make these eyes a little bit. Oh, what the hell? That's like the same thing. Okay. Alright, he looks stupid. He's not happy. Okay. Okay, he's getting dopier as we go into this phase. I mean, he's just mad. He can have a big frown. See, he's evil. I mean, he's got a headband, I know that. And his hair, I think it goes back a little bit more than what I would usually do for Ryu. He's got more of like a grumpy old man energy than a evil energy, doesn't he? He seems much more get off my lawn than corrupted by the Satsui no Hada. Man, he really looks old. He looks very nonplussed. That's, yeah. What did my drawing every Street Fighter Evil Ryu look like? I feel like I remember liking that one. Dude, wait, this guy's awesome. Local streamer claims old people are evil. I'm trying to find a reason to disagree, but uh-oh. Look at him. Tell me he does not look at minimum 65. His body won't quit, but this is what Street Fighter 7 Ryu is going to look like. Not even evil. This is going to be him. The only difference between regular Ryu... oh my god. That wasn't it. That was too evil. That was significantly too evil for Ryu. Doesn't he have... No, that's Kage. I kind of want to put the thing. The Kage thing where he has Ryu's headband like wrapped around his hand or his arm. Isn't that... I think Kage does that, and it's so awesome. And Kage's kind of evil Ryu. I'm gonna do that. Just for epicness. I want to add his horns. Because we might roll Kage otherwise. But this is just... I mean, it's always sick. Anytime any character has something, especially a martial artist, has a thing wrapped around their arm or hand, it's badass. Okay, now I need... He's just... Boom. He's got a... It's a hole. It's a hole that I care too much about the details of. It doesn't go... Why am I'm trying to like make sure the hole goes over his pecs, but it's a hole. It doesn't go over anything. It goes in because it's a hole. And inside the hole, there's like probably an evil skull with devil horns. That's the Satsui no Hada. And then it ripples all up through him. And he's probably got some around his eyes. Ew, that's so gross. No, that's too gross. He doesn't have it on his eyes. Okay, this doesn't make any sense to me. The way I've decided to go about this is not my favorite. But I'm committing. Wait a second. Is it coming together as I snake it out a bit more? Maybe. It's like a portal. And inside there's the evil. Kage doesn't have it around his hand, it just hangs around his neck like a scarf. Oh yeah. He wears it like a silly little scarf. Because everything about Kage is sillier than you would think it would be. Well, this evil Ryu has it around his hand. This is way too much. This is not right. But like I said, I'm committing. Is this it? Is this evil? Is it evil Ryu? Could this guy do the big overhead stomp? I guess the question is, does he look evil? I guess. I don't know, I feel like it looks like a villain in Broforce. I'm gonna call it there. He does look angry, and angry equals evil. So yeah, that's enough. Okay, so this is my attempt at evil Ryu. At the very least, it looks Ryu-like, and he looks angry. And we know angry is evil. What's up, King? Welcome to the stream. Okay, I'm gonna pull up a picture of evil Ryu. I'll put it next to this one, and then you guys just help give me a 1 out of 10, or 1 to 10, hopefully not a 1 out of 10, but a 1 to 10 rating of how close I got. Okay, honestly, I don't feel that bad about this. I got it's just the gi on the one shoulder. It's got a little bit too much coverage. I could have put it on the other side, left the little serratus detail intact. The Satsui no Hado thing in his chest, way less intense than it's more of just a glow than it is a whatever the hell I did over here. The eyes, honestly, pretty similar. His jaw is way too big. He's got it's this square ass head that makes him look old. But really, not that bad. I forgot his gloves. I forgot Ryu wears gloves. And then the upper part of the gi hangs down a little bit more. Overall, though, what are we thinking? 9 out of 10? I feel good about 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 again? You like the Squid Demon chest a lot? I mean, that's pretty good. I think if you look deep enough into this one's chest, you would find something similar. This is a cook. We've cooked. All right, Evil Ryu is successful. I may have aged him up a few years, a few decades, but the people are giving us 9s, a 10 for the Street Fighter 6 fridge shape. This, if he gets in Street Fighter 6, come back to this stream, and you're gonna be looking at this grumpy old man. All right, we've done it. That's number 1. Next up, let's get the wheel going again. What characters do you guys hope we see here? For me, I just hope it's not a Street Fighter 1 character. Fei Long. Anyone say Fei Long in chat? I doubt it. I do doubt it. Okay, Fei. It's Bruce Lee. So that's a starting point. Fei. I almost went to look up a picture of Fei Long. That's kind of the whole thing. Okay, we're gonna go a little smaller scale than the Ryu because that was too much. So let me just get in a Fei Long sort of pose. Yeah, promise no cheating. There actually are a couple of characters because I did put Yasmin and Arjun Bosch that I have never drawn before. All the other ones, I'm frankly an expert in the fact that I've drawn them a time. All right, Faye. Okay, why am I trying to do a crazy pose again? I don't know. I'm going for it. If I have to give up, we give up. But just know it's something that I've done. Because I want to do like the hand up and then the hand out here. These are kind of crazy hands, but you know what I mean? You know what I'm going for, right? All right, I mean, we got the clavicle sternum is there, then we can get this whole head down a bit. These hands are definitely going to be redone, but they do kind of help me get situated. Boom. All right, this one, and his costume is so easy. I didn't change the text. In post, it will be changed. But for this one, Fei Long, and you guys have to remind me. If I tell you right now to remind me to do it, then it's actually never my fault if I don't. It's all on you. All right, Fei's costume could not be simpler. He wears pants. So I just have to get the pants right. There's big black pants. Give him the Kim pants, you know you wanna. Now Kim pants. How do you even capture Kim's pants? I don't think the human memory is really advanced enough to truly capture Kim's pants. I don't know if I have the ability to infuse that much emotion into a still image. Fei Long. Would you guys want to see Fei Long in Street Fighter 6? I like Fei Long. If I'm playing Street Fighter 2, Fei Long is one of the characters I play the most. That being said, I don't think he's like a character I need to see in Street Fighter 6, but I wouldn't be upset. His shoes, I think his shoes are just like little, what would you even call them? It's a choice burglar. I think it'd be a pretty whatever pick for me. I like Law more because he's funny. Law is easily funnier than Fei Long, but Fei Long hasn't been in a game in a while. They could make him funny. I don't know if he's ever going to be like I hate rich people level funny, but all right, I may be overestimating the billowiness of Fei Long's pants, but this feels right to me. This immediately actually feels wrong to me, but I like it, so we're keeping it. I think he's got kind of demure little shoes. Majin Buu pants? Or does Majin Buu have Fei Long pants? We don't know. They're really... These are crazy. That's B-Boy Fei Long. Okay, am I really gonna draw in abs? I guess. I'm not gonna try that hard, so they're not even gonna look any good. Oh my god. Those actually did not look very good. I think he's missing a rib. But some people are missing ribs. Some people want to lose a rib for various personal reasons. Just found out these pants are called harem pants. That sounds a little racist to me. Anyone else? What do I know? Okay, now his hair. His hair? His hair. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? It's just like hair. If I just draw hair, it'll be right. I know he's really angry. He's definitely got like this going on with his mouth. Is his nose this hooked? Fei's gotta be the most forgotten Street Fighter 2 character, right? I can't imagine it's even close. It would be more forgotten than him. And yet, if he's the most forgotten, how do I remember exactly what he looks like? It's possible this is a bit too much of a bowl cut. I feel like he's kind of got some sideburns, right? Honestly, this is also kind of a draw Bruce Lee from memory, but I don't. The image of him is not very clear in my head right now. I've got something insane going on with his neck and his traps right now. And it's mostly called I haven't actually spent any energy thinking at all about how his neck and traps are sitting on him right now. Shouldn't he be longer? Like just like longer? Honestly, maybe that does actually look a maybe a little bit of length. Maybe a little bit of length could do something. His pants are so giant right now. These are like Yun Yang pants, aren't they? His head feels big as. I censored myself again for some reason. I don't know why. I guess it's just my commitment to being a family-friendly creator. I haven't given him nipples yet. I'll do him that much. Didn't even need to go to Streamer University to learn that one. To learn, I forget what I said. I assume you're not talking about learning to draw nipples on a man. I don't know if they had that class at Streamer U, but I did not watch. So I won't speak for them. They might have gotten that deep. Oh, the no swearing policy. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, I assume no one at Streamer University would ever swear. Okay, I think this is Fei Long to me. In my memory, this is Fei Long. But how did I actually do? You guys, ooh. Well, you guys be the judge. He's definitely a lot uglier in my version than he is usually. The hair is not right. The pants are too big, but we kind of knew that. I didn't get this belt or wrap or whatever he has on his at the top of his pants on his stomach. But I mean, you'd probably still guess that this was Fei Long. He's just wow, I really I really made him ugly, y'all. I didn't do him any favors. Wait, I got something of his face too. But the mouth, there's a shape there. There's a shape there that I got. And look, there's that, these little things. Boom, I found those. This is why I remembered to try to put sideburns on, but I gave him bangs. I made him have just this bowl cut thing going on. Yeah, I mean, the idea is there. The idea is so simple that I feel like I kind of had to get the idea down. The shoe, I kind of remembered the shoes. These little, what would you call them? Tabbies? Would you call those tabbies? Or do I not know anything? I don't know. I knew his pants were too big. But I committed. 6 out of 10 for that one? I could take a 6 out of 10. The parts that I remembered were kind of the most, I don't know, unforgettable parts of him. But we did establish that this is the most forgettable Street Fighter 2 character, so 6 out of 10 I'll take. Okay. And he is so tiny next to this big grumpy evil Ryu. 7 out of 10 because you think mine is better. Okay. Okay, so kind of killing it there. Wait, I think I have to sneeze. I think when I say I have to sneeze, it kills my sneeze. I tried looking at a light and it didn't do anything. That's a thing, right? People look at lights to sneeze. I took a drink in the middle of that sentence instead of saying one more word. Tricky. Okay. Well, we got another one. I'm going to change the text right after I roll it. So that's how good a streamer I am. Ooh, almost a Buki, but we get Necro last second. Necro. Necro. Here I go, changing the name in the corner. The nerve that tells your eyes to lube up for going into a bright environment also seemed to trigger sneezes for some reason. Yeah. That's what I thought too, is the eye lube thing. Okay, Necro. Necro has a big nose. He's also a big, stretchy, pale guy who makes electricity, and he has like orange symbols on him, and he's got purple pants with big knee pads and boots. And I think one of his shoes looks like a fire hydrant. And now I have to put all of that on the screen. Okay. I'm taking a new strategy. I'm starting with some more detail. And he's got something going on like this. some sort of shape. Expect you to make a 1-to-1 render as the Street Fighter V database. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, and do I try to draw his girlfriend too? I definitely could be convinced to try to draw Effie. Give him a rocking haircut. See, that's a trap because I know he's bald. That's one thing everyone knows about Necro. Not in Street Fighter 6. In Street Fighter 6, he's gonna have hair. Can't think of him without her, so I'd like to see him alone for once. Whoa. Anti-Effie sentiment. I think I drew Necro twice in the every Street Fighter style. I think I was commissioned for one though. To do more Necro. I also drew him the last time I did this challenge. Oh yeah. Is that on this channel? I think there are at least shorts of it. I think his waist is more snatched than that. One of the earliest videos. There's some good videos on this channel, if you guys don't know. It's not art stuff, not most of it. But there's some... Me and Veronica, Tony Garbage in the chat here. We made some stuff for a while. I felt really good about Necro for a moment. And the moment has passed. And now I'm here. I'm still here, I'm just lost. You draw Kmon slaying for Kog'Maw next. If he comes up on the wheel, definitely. That's another one I could do. I could do drawing Street Fighter characters from memory as well. Or not Street Fighter, that's what I'm doing right now. League of Legends characters from memory. There's other series or whatever that you think could be good for drawing from memory, let me know. I'm trying to put together a list. I think Necro is getting a little bit weird looking. I think he needs more width. More width. Yeah. There we go. And he's got a sun on his shoulder. Or like something that looks like a sun. Like this. Basically like that. And he's got gloves on for sure. Long ass arms. Does he have anything on his... Does he have like a shoulder pad on one shoulder? I don't think so. But that kind of feels like something. I know he's got one big knee pad. I also... Call me crazy. What if I just squished it down a little bit? What if I squished this down? Then I took his head. I buried it in him a little bit more. And now, has that done anything for you? Because I think... I was going to say it's done a lot for me, but a lot... It can't be a lot. It's done at most a minimal amount of improving to me. What if instead of Necro, he was called Neko and he went like Nya, looking for feedback? Unfortunately, the only feedback you're going to get from me is that you've perfected your craft. And I guess it's up to you if it's a good or bad thing that you have nowhere else to grow. My goal with any of these is to get close enough that it at least looks like somebody's Street Fighter 6 avatar of the character. Everything in this stream is canon for Street Fighter 6. I can't agree nor disagree. I'll just say keep your eyes peeled for Season 5 of Street Fighter 6. Because you might be surprised at how random that wheel ended up being. Okay, I did not really set myself up well to draw his legs, but I have to because I keep mentioning the firefighter or the fire hydrant boot. If this is the DLC season so far for next year, Street Fighter 6, do you think that's a hit? Or do you think maybe there's room to grow from there? I don't think I'd be excited about it. I'd be more excited to see Necro than Necro and Evil Ryu. I think are both good choices. Okay, well that doesn't seem right. I think he's got crazy boots. Not just normal boots. Like crazy ones. They have big pieces of metal on them. And then this one is big. And it's like and it's got the fire hydrant. And then this one is more regular, but there's a big knee pad. And then the pants, I'm not coloring right now, but they're purple. Okay. Does he have pockets? I don't know. This one does. So in Street Fighter 6, he will have pockets. His torso looks so scrunched. I feel like it is. Maybe it's just how long his arms are, but I feel like he's kind of scrunched. And honestly, I'm gonna make the arms longer with the help of the liquefy tool. And he's got big fingers. You know what they say about big hands? Big feet, too. And then he's got fingerless gloves because he's a Street Fighter character. Then he's got this thing, which might actually be Cammy's glove, but a lot of people mix up Cammy and Necro. And he's probably got some more orange lines on him somewhere. He's got one on here, another one of the sun shapes. And then I bet he's got like something that squiggles around here too. Where's cargo shorts and that green Zelda tee? I forgot that he actually wore all of that. Now that you say it, I'm kind of beating myself up for forgetting that he has cargo shorts. Well, that's gonna bite me in the morning. I bet he's a gamer. Can anyone confirm? I think he's probably a gamer. I don't know that for certain, but I think if he was in Street Fighter 6, which he will be, he's gonna have kind of a gaming storyline. Okay, this is my Necro. This is my Necro. And let's see how I do. Once again, 1 to 10 scale. I think there are things about it that are right. And there are other things that are not right. Okay, for one, he's got a lot of stuff going on his torso. He's got suspenders. He's got the big thing on his neck. He does not have this. I thought his chest looked very naked, and it was, but it actually was just. I forgot what he actually had going on. The neck brace. Very much forgot about that. But I got the suns. They don't exactly look right, but they're there. I got that he has something going over his eye. I got knee pad. It's much crazier of a knee pad because it's just like a ball. And then I did get this fire hydrant. I actually sneezed. And he's got, okay. I missed a lot of details. The gloves, I mean, they are fingerless, but they're also kind of handless gloves. More of wrist accessories. Kind of a complicated design, kind of a weird character. So I did get some stuff right. Not all of it, but what do you guys think? For me, I give myself 5, maybe. Maybe 5 is harsh, but I do feel like I've really missed a big chunk of this design. But I got a lot of details, maybe 6. Six out of 10. Where's the girlfriend? Okay. We can make Effie happen real quick. I couldn't resist Effie. And this is going to be exactly her. And she's going to be beautiful. I actually think I want to do something like this. Sorry, that's ABBA. It's the same thing. You got the big spiky things here. Like this. Everyone in the audience stunned into silence because they are shocked at how accurately I'm rendering Effie from Street Fighter 3. And the background of that one stage from Street Fighter 5 with the cauldron. Okay. It's only getting better as time goes on. Her dress is also has a bunch of little spikes on it. And she does have a chainsaw, but I'm not going to draw it because this is already a perfect rendering of Necro's girlfriend. And they like to sing together. I think she might also have something on her arms. Probably just gloves, but... Boom. A beautiful couple. Let me pull her up. Effie, much cuter in reality than my version here. But the ideas are all there. Little spiky dress. It is not strapless. She does have gloves. They're just smaller. She's got the twin tails. She does have bags under her eyes. Just more of them than I gave her. But really, that's not bad. That's her. And look at look at the pose. Look at what I've done here. This is the same. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's very similar. If I just, I just moved her butt a bit, this is the same pose. Look at that. Not too bad. All right, so, what? So do you think I did better? Oh my goodness. I'm tripping myself up. Did I do better on the Necro or did I do better on the Effie? One second, I'm gonna blow my nose. Best one's been the girl, hashtag noticing. You never talk about a Twitter artist's inability to draw anything other than girls. It's very personal for us. It's actually very rude in our culture. Yeah, I am kind of a girl doodle merchant. That's fair. That's fair to say. But maybe we can roll just a female character on the wheel. Wouldn't that be exciting? It didn't happen. Balrog. Well, Balrog's not very girly at all. Balrog is awesome, though. I do agree with that. Okay, Balrog. Balrog. You can always make Girlrog. I could. But I won't. Okay, Balrog. I feel like he's got crazy eyes. Yeah, exactly like that. And I definitely know he's got like the big widow's peak. Because he's got it in the Street Fighter movie. And if I just remember Street Fighter the movie, I can remember any character. Try hyper realistic 50 Cent. It actually might be a little bit more difficult for me to do from memory. That can be believed. This one I am really not confident in at all. I just wanted to draw a girl, man. I didn't want to draw Balrog. I feel like it looks crazier than that. And so yeah, I could have rigged the wheel. Who's reading the wheel? I could have left off so many Street Fighter characters. I don't even have to show you spinning the wheel. I could have just chosen them at random. Or at fake random. Before the stream. I've made my bed here. I feel bad about what I'm doing right now. It looks like a fucking Sopranos character. It doesn't help that he's white right now. Do you even have this? Hair? What's going on with his hair? Is it like spiky like this? I think it might be more like that. Got the Dracula flow cut. I wish I knew if that was right or not. Because I feel like he might have the Dracula flow cut. What am I doing with his proportions? If this one ends up looking okay by the end of it, I will be ecstatic. I think that's closer. The thing about Balrog is that when I think of him, I think of his Street Fighter V look where he has the hood on. Yeah, I did think about doing the hood, but now I'm here and I'm living with the choices I've made. The hood is cool. He does look awesome in Street Fighter V. Oh, I should have drawn the Brian F costume. That's such a good idea. I've probably looked at it just because I watch Brian stream a lot. I've probably looked more at that yellow Balrog than I have at normal Balrog in my entire life. Did a weird thing with his pose, but I think it's fine. He definitely has no torso right now. He's got shorts. Probably got a belt. Maybe a championship belt. I don't know. Is he the champion? So with all of these characters so far, I'm doing a little bit of a width infusion. I think the wider they are, the more they look like a dude from Street Fighter. He's got shoes. I'm giving him generic shoes because I don't remember what his shoes look like. Does he have anything like super American on him? Like Guile has the American flag on his shoulder. I don't know if he does. I know he doesn't have the American flag. I think in Street Fighter V, his what would you call it? His hood and the other stuff that is attached to the hood. I think that's red, white, and blue. It's at least blue. And would I be crazy for squishing him a little bit? And making him wider? And honestly, I feel like just for the sake of this drawing, maybe squish that even a little bit more. Now I'm just playing with shapes. I feel like this might not be that bad. Is this that bad? It may or may not be bad. I don't know. Let's find out. I think I could leave it there. All right, Balrog. Okay. Okay. This is a big picture. Too big. He's got, okay, he's kind of got boots on. I did him favors with his hairline. This is not a good hairline, but this is, what is even happening here? It's not even centered. Okay, and I got the top wrong. This is much more like a gi. It's way more like Ryu than I remember it being. I thought it was just like a tank top sort of thing. Overall, I mean, I think it's Rog. He just have a belt. I didn't get, like, if I just did these white lines and then I just did that and then took these down a bit. I feel like that's just a few changes away from really looking kind of like Balrog. Am I wrong? I'd say pretty good. Looks very similar. 10 out of 10. I actually feel pretty good about it. Not 10 out of 10 good, but I feel 8. I feel 8 good. 8 good out of 10. This, I mean, you can't look at it with all these changes I made. The changes help a little, but they're not, it's not a lot. Balrog's slightly less gym addicted younger brother. Yeah, it's small Rog. He's just tinier. He's just a little shorter. And his hairline is marginally better. Okay, you know what? Surprisingly, okay. With Rog. Not too bad. The only thing that is actually missing for me is the boxing shoes. Yeah, I just don't know enough about boxing to really clock those shoes. But overall, pretty happy about that. Okay, so we've done 4 of them so far. We've done Evil Ryu, who ended up looking a little old. We've got Fei Long, who looks way uglier than he should. We've got Necro and Effie. Necro, I just missed some of his costume, really, in here. Effie is perfect. And Rog, pretty good. I want to do one more. And I really would prefer if I got to draw a Street Fighter girl, because everyone likes Street Fighter girls. Now, do I get to? I was so close to Akira, and now I draw this thing. This isn't even a character. This is random select. Random select is what I rolled. Sure. Whatever. Who even cares? I mean, technically, I could draw 11 turned into a different character, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do a different thing. I'm going to draw stupid ass 11, who's the dumbest character ever. Oh, I don't even know why I put him on the wheel. I could have not put him on the wheel. He's not a real character. I was here thinking, who got Ewak drawing men? Me. I've trapped myself. I've trapped myself in a world where I draw dudes from Street Fighter and Effie. I didn't roll Effie. She's not a playable character, but I found a way. Let it be known that I, as a real Twitter artist, rolled 4 dudes on my wheel, and I still found a reason to draw at least one girl. Anyway, 11. I mean, he's got this weird thing going. I think his head is shaped like this. And I know his eyes are all black. Next time I do one of these, we're doing a drawing Street Fighter girls from memory. Forgot to change the text. Thank you. You are the GOAT this stream. This stream, you're the champion. 11. Not even 12. Not even the playable one. I think his face looks like this. No, I'm keeping the square. I think he doesn't have an ear, but I think he has like a little bump where an ear would be. And I hate this thing that's going on, but I do think it's accurate. So I'm keeping it. Maybe a little bit lower. Oh, I'm sure I'll have a moment where I squash and stretch him, as I have with all the others. I think one thing that would help, if I just made him look a little bit more cartoony by smashing his eyes down. Maybe I do this. Can we have 11 without the dot eyes, pretty please? I don't know. Does he just look like this? I don't know what his eyes look like. He's the random select character from Street Fighter V. I don't know. I don't know who he is. I do know when he came out, people would go online with him and pick Rashid's stage. And it would be really laggy, because every stage was really laggy in Street Fighter V Online. and they would be white against the sky, and it was Rashid's stage, so everything was going crazy. And then they would 11 random select into being Bison, and then they would do Street Fighter V Bison things, and you couldn't see anything. 1, because of the stage, 2, because it was Street Fighter V Online. And it was horrible. And that's the only thing I think 11 ever did for the world. I hate this. I've never had an opinion on 11, but I do now. Now that I have to draw him. Ew. I've drawn him before. I don't think I hated drawing him for the drawing every Street Fighter thing. But now I'm having to think about him so much more. When I drew him just from a reference, it was just like, oh, this is what he looks like. Bye. I don't have to think about you anymore, 11. But now look at me. I'm thinking back to all the things he did to me. All the things being that one thing, that one time I played against it, 11 Bison on Rashid's stage when he came out, and then probably never saw anyone pick him ever again. What am I doing to his body? He looks so fucked up. And yet that's where we're sticking with it, because I hate him. Oh my god, he's so gross. Ew. I think it's my fault, actually. I think it's my fault that this is happening. Ew. Ew. Why is he doing this? Why am I doing this? I keep blaming him. Oh my god, this is horrible. I mean, I know that I assume he does the same thing that 12 does with his hands. He does the Viltrumite sword hand thing. I do think he's buffer than 12. He looks like one of those cat edits where they only have 2 legs. Yeah, before I put these arms on it, that's that was exactly what he was doing. I mean, I guess. I guess. Do you guys like it? He's crashing like an Eastern European rapper. We don't know much about 11. I don't know what he gets up to. You love him? Yay. Does anyone here have strong opinions about 11 from Street Fighter? Honestly, there are similarities. It could be less accurate. I mean, his body is a little less disgusting than this one. He's also got like a normal sized bottom half. Oh. But I mean, sure, I could have connected this in a little bit more. And then the eyes are kind of tucked into this shape, but overall, 10 out of 10, 6 out of 10, the Slav squat is too high. He could be squatting deeper. It captures sense of frog quite well. He is, there's I mean, it's not totally wrong. There are things about these two characters that are similar. I think you would guess 11 if this was Street Fighter Charades, or not Charades. Street Fighter Draw the Thing. That's, you know, the game where you draw something. Pictionary? Street Fighter Pictionary? Huh. Well, is that where we're gonna leave off? I was planning on doing 5, but 11 feels like kind of a that's a good that noise I made was probably accurate to how I feel, kind of an way to finish this off. So we could do one more. We could do one more. We could just sort of drag this guy over to the corner and forget about him. And you know what? I bet we'll even get a girl. We came so close to rolling 11 again, but it's Akira. It's Akira from Rival Schools. Not even a Street Fighter character. As soon as he said 11, I thought he's gonna do one more. I should have bet on it. Yeah, 11 was no. We were never gonna end off on 11. Okay, but we got Akira from. Did I say Virtua Fighter? Oh no, I just Akira from Rival Schools. Okay, Akira. Not one that I am confident. I know I remember that much about how she looks. But we will have to see. Really? I mean, she's kind of like serious looking. She's got the camo tank top. She's got her motorcycle jacket jumpsuit thing. I'm mashing the heart emoji like crazy to tell the algorithm that girl drawings are better. The algorithm definitely tells me, as a artist on the internet, that girl drawings are better. I certainly feel heavily encouraged towards drawing girls on the internet all the time. I, for one, loved your drawing of 11. Well, thank you. He's here. He'll always be here. I do think the algorithm does not like 11 fans. But to be fair, I don't think there are many 11 fans. One could argue there are maybe fewer than 11 fans. I forgot the text again. But you didn't. Nothing gets past the chat. I beat you to the joke. It was simply the correct joke to make in that situation. Another situation where at the moment I'm just sort of drawing a faceless mannequin that has no details yet. But soon I'll have to get in there. I honestly think my favorite work so far was this Balrog, who I got right into the drawing without doing all this preliminary work. Maybe that says something. Maybe there's something to learn from that. But I haven't learned it yet. The Balrog shapes are really good. They fit well together. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this guy came together. I'm shocked that I would like Balrogs more than any of the other ones. Maybe I'll draw her with the helmet here. I probably have to make the helmet roughly the size that I made her head. And that makes sense to me. It doesn't seem exactly like she's actually holding this, but it could become something that she's holding if we just lasso this and then maybe move this like here, and then we start overlapping things. Overlap. We bring this back so it's actually connected to her body. And now, I I mean, it's just a ball right now, but that's a start. Draw it part by part and let the doodle make its own shape. That's the Balrog lesson. Follow your heart, not the method. I think that is a good lesson. It's definitely something I should do more when I'm just doodling. Is just think a little bit less. And let the drawing take itself to wherever it's gonna go. But it's always also good to think sometimes. Trying to figure out how to nail down a little bit more consistency for my projects. So, you know. Okay, now that we're actually getting it. She's got the tank top. She's got this. Her pants are actually her whole jumpsuit for her motorcycle leather jacket thing. And it's just hanging down. And she's got to have boots on. I don't think it is it tucked into her boots. That thought just basically rocked my entire world. I kind of feel like it is. I kind of feel like it is. Don't tell me. So as to allow my memory to do the work. I mean, this is camo. I know that. How do you draw camo? This feels like it look. This feels like trypophobia triggering, but it's there. No, that doesn't feel right. I kind of feel like in my head she's like real angry. Is that accurate? She's like a deeply angry character. Like I remember, I feel like she's like happy at times. I feel like she's like a serious, mean girl most of the time. There's like a moment where she's on the beach with Sakura and maybe Karen and other rival schools characters. She's probably happy then. I want to say she's got like a spike of hair in the front, and then kind of like a bob or something. This is so gross. This camo pattern that I tried to draw, it just looks horrendous. So I'm ditching it. But let it be known, it was there. These legs are too long. Actually, that's kind of right. I'm shortening them a little bit though. This feels right. I don't. Oh my. They gotta be tucked in. They gotta be. She's gotta have boots on. She's gotta have like knee pads. Gotta have knee pads. This, her helmet, I think it has a skull on it. So we'll draw sort of a rough idea of a skull being on there. Her hair, I think it's like this. I think it comes down. I think there's a spike. This is probably a little too stoic for her, yeah. I do think that's probably true. Did you see that Tokon is canon in the Miles Morales comics now? I saw a little inkling of that. I saw like a tweet that said it, but I didn't know if it was like a real thing. But if that is a real thing, that's pretty funny. How many characters have I drawn so far? So far, this is number 6. I'll take you on the tour. We had Evil Ryu. We had Fei Long, who looks ugly. We got Necro and Effie. We got this Balrog, who's my favorite. And then 11, who is gonna be the last one, but he couldn't be. It wasn't. He simply could not be the one that we ended on. This doesn't look right. Possible she doesn't have those bangs like that. I also think I've gotten her personality in this game from Street Fighter 5 all wrong. Maybe it's just more like that. Looking damn good, thank you. I bet there's a skull on here too. I bet there's a skull there. And I imagine she's got boots. She's got boots and the pants sort of tuck in there. These are leather. and boots happen. And then add a big thing to the front of the boots because it makes them look bigger. And I don't know why I'm trying to explain that. It just is the thing that I chose to do. I'm not going to draw her brother, but that was a big thing with her in 5, that Daigo was there. It's pretty cool. I do like rival schools quite a bit. I like all the old Capcom fighting game properties. Like I assume most people do. Even if they haven't played them. I mean, who dislikes old anything old Capcom, right? Capcom stuff is sick. Darkstalkers are sick. Plasma Sword is sick. Cyberbot, Techromancer. Does it like maybe her hair does this? I feel like that look maybe that I just like that better. I don't know if it's accurate. Old Capcom's got a lot of charm, really interesting time for them. It really is. I think some of the best artists of all time were doing their best work in for 90s Capcom and early 2000s as well. She has to have a glove. So every Street Fighter character is required to have a glove. I've colored in that glove, so that's really set a precedent for me. Now I want these pants filled in. Oh man, but then that's the entire thing. Oh goodness, I have not set a precedent. No precedent was ever set. The glove is black. That doesn't mean other leather bits aren't. She looks so mean. I don't think she's supposed to be this mean. But I'm not going to change it. This Akira is angry. She, at the very least, had a bad day. Now I'm squishing these down a little bit. Um, I'm gonna shrink that. I'm going to attempt to recreate a camo pattern without color. good enough, maybe? We think she has a necklace? Probably not. In my head, I thought for a second maybe she could have like dog tags or something, but I don't think she would for any reason. I'm gonna keep that there. I don't know if it's accurate. Honestly, I just feel like bumping this out a little bit. And just because this is kind of a cartoony little drawing, I think it would be balanced better if the feet were just a little bit bigger, perhaps. And do more to the camo. No, I probably shouldn't. Maybe does this look okay? Maybe this looks okay. Maybe that kind of looks fine. What if I put a bunch of lines on it so that people didn't get to look at it as good? Now that makes me think I should put a bunch of lines on this to darken it. We camouflage the camo, exactly. Okay, I guess we'll say that's a thing. We'll say that's that for this one. That's a helmet. This is a helmet. I swear. And it's got a skull on it. Try looking at an explosion or something? Well, frankly, there's probably an explosion happening behind her. It's that she is not looking at on purpose. Okay. Okay. I think we got things wrong. There are things that are wrong. There are actually a lot of things wrong. You can see your ears. No. Bummer for me. This one's not great. But I think it's recognizable. And that's a step. Okay, so things that are that you could change. One, her hair is way different. Her hair, it's got, I mean, it does have this little thing. It does have something coming down, but you should be able to see her ear and have all this other stuff. It's way different. It's not this bob. It's not a bob at all. So that's different. She does have the camo tank top. I forgot the shoulder pads from her suit. Her gloves are way bigger and they're not fingerless. Her pants they're a lot tighter than I thought. Tucked in. Her boots are crazy looking. And then here, she does look pretty serious. Maybe not angry, but she's very stoic. So what are you guys thinking? That's a very solid attempt. Her hair is more hair, her jacket is more jacket. These are true. 9 out of 10 could be a little more androgynous. Yeah. Overall, I think it's recognizable. I don't think you would think it was anyone else. A lot of the elements are there, just not great. I think I would give it frankly, I think I would give it a 6 or a 7. As funny as that may sound, but maybe I'm just a natural comedian. Nailed the standing hair strand. For whatever reason, that was the first thing that came to my mind. So, she's in there. She's in there somewhere. It looks like she was a redesign to be easier to animate. Yeah, I do think this is an easier to animate version. Overall, pretty, yeah. I think it's good. It's fine. It's a solid attempt. That's a good way to call it. All right, out of all of these, now that we're wrapping, I don't even want to move this. I just lassoed it for fun. Which one do you guys like the most? Which one do you think is the most accurate? The evil Ryu. This one's fine. I think this was funny. And I like how old he looks. Fei Long, probably my least favorite because I think I butchered his face. He looks... We're moving on from him. Necro Effie, I just missed a little bit of Necro's costume, but I like those guys. Balrog is my favorite. I really like how the Balrog turned out. 11. And then Akira. Rog 300%, but Fei Long was my favorite if he was an OC. Okay. Balrog's the most accurate. 11's my favorite. I like the flow of Fei Long plus Tiny Girl and Balrog. So I think we did pretty good today. Overall, I think I know what Street Fighter characters look like, at least a little bit. I think in the overall competitive scene of drawing Street Fighter characters from memory challenge, I would beat most people. I would be a high-ranked player. I don't think I would be the best. I think, Bengus and Kino Nishimura would probably beat me. But I would be a top 8, maybe all time. All time, I could make some top 8s in my career. You've never played Street Fighter? Street Fighter's worth playing. I like Street Fighter a lot. You can tell because I did this. That's a pretty good piece of evidence. I don't remember what Hadouken guy looks like. Well, he kind of looks like this, but without a squid in his chest and a little bit less this. But he's like wide. So there's that. The width is an aspect that you could take. Little bit less evil. In Street Fighter 6, I think he might be a similar level of evil, just as a character. But if you don't take gameplay into the account, then yeah, he's definitely less evil than this version. There's also Shoryuken Guy, and I think they're dating. That, I think I know what you're talking about. And you know what? I'm sure to a lot of people they are. All right, well, be sure to join me next time when I draw Hadouken Guy and Shoryuken Guy going on a date. It'll be awesome. It will be an 18 plus stream, but I'll be sure to warn you about that. In the meantime, thank you guys for hanging out with me. This was fun. I would definitely like to do more of these drawing from memory things. If you have ideas for other series that I could draw from memory, let me know. I'm always open for suggestions. Yeah, hopefully we'll see if I end up being able to make a video out of this. Next time when I come to stream, I'm probably just gonna do a regular drawing and rambling with music in the background. That'll be on Saturday. Thursday, Friday, I'll be busy. But Saturday night, I'll be back. So thanks a lot. It was fun. Here's a bear. Till next time.